Wednesday, happy days. It's Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, but I go home. It's just one of those days where you don't know what everything is me. You don't really know how. You are just a fun. Making so much better on TV. You make a contract. Think you went to rock. Your last one contract. Your best friend. Knock it off, you scum bucket. It's just one of those days. Holiday happy days. It's just holiday happy days. It's just holiday happy days. The weekend comes, but I go home. Ready to make space. It's just one of those days. Feel like a freight train. First one to the money. Please on the first day. Damn right, I'm a maniac.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Borrowing from the Kumite this morning.
I'm losing my cool. It's holiday happy days. It's just holiday happy days.
All right. Yeah.
Happy days.
Ugh. All right, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. It's me, Ethan Van Sciver, Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Welcome to the morning show. I haven't invited anyone. In here. I think I'll do that. We'll get some people in here today. You know, yesterday I did the show all by myself, and it felt really good. It felt nice, but sometimes it's good to have some company and talk about stuff. All right, let's go. Paste. Boom. Now we'll see who shows up. It's like fishing. It's like going fishing. You just kind of put the line out there and you just see what happens. Fried Weiss says, I missed the Kilowog intro, EVS. Wow, that's old school. That's really old school. Definitely. Hoth Rebel 86 says, get Dave Sim on the show. Well, I have to physically get Dave Sim here into my office because he doesn't have internet. So, but we're talking about it. I mean, he called me up. I got to call him and work out exactly when we're going to do this. Backcoat says EVS on Geeks and Gamers last night was good shit. That was fun. That was a good time. That guy's my brother. People are asking how people are asking how Kermie is. Kermie is still with us, but I'm telling you, today is it. She rolled over on her back, and I flipped her over again, and it was, she's stiff, she's breathing. And then I came home from the Amish market, and she's over on her back again, and it's awful. It's really sad. She's gonna go. I hope she goes soon. I really do. It's hard to watch a frog suffer. Matt Horkin, thanks for $2. Everyone wants you to play Red Dead Redemption 2 on the channel. That'd be funny. JP4 says, how's your frog doing? She's not doing great. Again, this is, I'm just waiting for it to end. Just end. That would be a nice thing. Good stuff happened. People were waiting for Mike S. Miller and his campaign to actually hit the big six figures bitch. It looks like he's finally done it. And that happened overnight. Mike S. Miller, boom, hit. Let me see where he's at here. Oh, and by the way, Brand by Antonio Bryce. Also, another Antonio Bryce and Kanan White. $50,284, 50K. That is completely awesome. And finally, Lone Star finally flipped. I was waiting for that to happen. Let me look that up real quick here. Lone Star, Heart of the Hero, $100,238. All right, excellent. It's fantastic. Finally, finally, he flips. Cormoran says, with the recent Mandalorian thefts, do you think we'll be seeing more Star Making Wars exclusives? Has Ward moved up to from voyeurism to panty snatching? Yeah, I mean that, again, I don't want to connect any dots here, but he was seen in a tree on the set, and it just seems peculiar that Yeah, it seems peculiar that stuff was stolen. Backgoat says, Six Figures Little Lady, congrats, Mike Miller. What's Chuckle Stream? What? Oh, Chuckle Stream is when we all chuckle at the British. Okay, so those British people have they have a new video up. I don't know if you guys are aware of this situation. It is headache inducing. So there's a couple. I guess they're a married couple. They have a comic book that they're trying to put out called Mortal Words or Worlds, Mortal Wounds, is what it should be called according to Antonio Bryce. But they called it Mortal Worlds. Why can't I say Mortal Worlds? Too many L's. Mortal Worlds. It's very awkward. Uh, they've got this campaign up. It's very British looking. It's very European in the art style. I guess they let me know about it, but it really does take a few minutes to kind of get my attention about other people's campaigns. I have to be told about 100 times before I, recognize it, before I want to support it, before I want to back it, and I just have to make sure it's good, it's on the level. I want to. It'd be great to actually talk to the people and find out if they're going to be good on the air. That's helpful as well. I didn't have that opportunity with these people. I think he asked me twice, and I just didn't answer his emails. I found them later. I found his emails a little bit later and did respond to him and did explain to him exactly what Comicsgate is. And I wanted to clear up this confusion that he seems to have or is pretending to have, that Comicsgate Live is Comicsgate itself. It's the whole of Comicsgate depends on you getting on this show, which is silly. That's not the case at all. No, they kind of decided to go their own way. Their way is to launch a YouTube channel called Channel Zero X, and Channel Zero X is basically putting up one or two crazy videos every single day with these two British people condemning Comicsgate for not giving them attention. I've never seen it's the entire channel is sour grapes. Well, we thought that this is what Comicsgate would do for us, and Comicsgate didn't do anything for us. And it turns out that these two people have been floating this campaign since 2014. Apparently, they tried to launch it in 2014 under a different title. It failed on Kickstarter. I believe it was Kickstarter. Then they relaunched it under another title in 2016, and it failed then too. I guess they found out about Comicsgate and just thought, hey, this is a great way to try to push this warmed over project that we've tried to, offer to the general public for a third time. And I guess they could have gotten away with it had they just kind of tried a couple more times to get my attention. They've got my attention now. It's just that the project isn't very good, and they're not very nice people. So I don't plan on putting them on the air. DeWolf says you have given them attention, like right now. That's exactly right. This is the kind of attention they're getting. I think. Let me see their campaign. Is it selling? I mean, are they actually selling copies at this point? Has the campaign budged? Real Worlds on Indiegogo. Let's find out. They were at 835. No, they're still at 835. So literally the campaign has not budged since they started to do this. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know if this means, continue on and continue kind of trying to raise a ruckus and see what happens. It really isn't working. I mean, I don't know what the best bet is, but I would say that even though I think they've blown their chances getting on this show, they might still have a chance to get on Umbrella Guy or, Yellow Flash or something like that. I don't really know. I'm not really sure. Christian Parker says, I want a copy to see what the Ultra Posh can make. I wonder if they're Ultra Posh. What do you guys think? Dreaded Dinosaur says, Kids Table was great last night. Did you listen in? No, I didn't. I was doing I did my own live stream. I showed up on Geeks and Gamers really quick to talk to Jeremy about stuff. Jeremy of Geeks and Gamers had his account hacked, his YouTube account. And I guess because he got his account hacked, somehow he didn't get paid this month for all of his YouTube videos. And I think he raised a lot of money. I don't want to say how much it is, but a lot of money, and it's gone. They didn't pay him for it, so he's kind of concerned about it. He's working on talking to Google AdSense about figuring out a way that his money could be returned to him. But yeah, I mean it's like grand theft. It's ridiculous. So I wanted to talk to him about that. Uh, it was pretty messy. Brian Ringler says, "Are you still going to do any artist tip videos?" Um, yeah, I will do artist tip videos. What kind of artist tip videos would you like to see? Albert Stoddard says, "I half expect that British couple to be Mark Wade and Zayd role playing." Zayd wears the wig, by the way. That would be disturbing. No, I've actually seen. Somebody sent me a picture of uh, Michael Andon. It's hard to say Michael Landon because you want to say Michael Landon, and Michael Landon is the guy from Little House on the Prairie, Bonanza, Highway to Heaven. He's also dead, so it's important that we make that distinction. That isn't him at all. And he's I don't know, he's British. He's a black guy. Yeah, handsome. I don't know what his wife looks like. I haven't seen a picture of her. I'd be more curious about what she looks like. Her voice is like vivid. I mean, her voice is like, it really does paint a picture when you listen to her talk. Uh, so I would like to see what she looks like a little bit more than I'd be interested in seeing Michael Andon. And we've got Antonio. Hi, Antonio.
Good morning, Ethan.
That's very good. Antonio, they say that you can't do that accent. Like your British accent wasn't very good. That's a lie. That was a really good. I thought that was great.
Oh no, I almost did a whole video where I was gonna like goof on her. I was like gonna have a bit where I was just gonna do the whole video as her. And I was gonna
Wow.
do it, and I was like, do I really care enough about them to keep going back and forth? No. So then I move on.
Yeah, I listened to about 2 minutes of their new video and I went, I'm done with this. This isn't funny anymore. Like they keep saying the same thing over and over again, and they're starting to get a little bit more insulting. They are getting to be pretty good broadcasters though. And the two of them together kind of switching back and forth. I mean they might be able to do this. Being good on the radio is vital to a successful Indiegogo campaign. Being an asshole, however, is detrimental to said campaign. Uh, Antonio, I don't know how much you know about the Mormons.
Besides them showing up at my doorstep a few times over the years with pamphlets, not much.
Not much. Well, these Mormons are very savvy people. They know exactly what's going on. These Mormons, you can't pull the wool over their eyes, not for a minute. Not for a minute, Antonio. And these Mormons, they've got it figured out. This is Deseret News. This is the Mormon newspaper in Salt Lake City. This popular leaked Star Wars Episode 9 photo is actually from a different Disney film. And they tried to pull this over on the American people. They tried to pull this over on Mormons. Look, they showed this photo here. Let me see if I can blow that up. Are you telling me I can't blow that up any more than this? Oh, in fact, it's getting smaller as we go. Okay. This photo here was leaked. I don't know who leaked it, but this is supposed to be the set of Star Wars Episode 9. Turns out these Mormons, they figured it out. There we go. This is a little bit bigger. This is not Star Wars Episode 9. Not at all. This is actually from a different Disney product. What's going on? A photo originally posted to Reddit appeared to be a leaked set photo for the upcoming Star Wars film. The photo showed jungle ruins, which would greatly expand the Star Wars universe. Comment from discussion are Star Wars leaks leaked set photo. But comicbook.com, those people, discovered that the photo comes from the set of Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, which was filmed in 2011. This isn't even, I mean, this is old. This is from an old Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Do you feel abused by this knowledge?
A little bit, just a little bit though.
I do too. I got to be honest with you. Let's watch the people build this set here. Antonio, do you ever want to get into construction?
Yeah, that's never been my bag, man. I'll be honest about it. I'm more of a computer type guy.
I like the way that they do this, though. Look, they've got a stage set up here with you know, steps, and they're gonna build this set, and it's a massive set. Look at the size of it. It's like it's half a football field, and they're building it up. Now, somebody like me would have done drawings. I would have sketched out this whole thing, and these people, their job would be to bring it to life. And
Well, they work with a blueprint, don't they?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
I
I've
mean,
seen some of that behind the scenes stuff, and they always seem to they have people like sketch everything out, and I mean, they have blueprint.
it is very, very impressive.
Mhm.
I must admit, I'm watching them do it. Look, they filled up the wall there. I wish they would leave this open. Like once having built this, you should just leave it there for kids to play in when you're done with the scene. It's too
Indeed.
nice.
Mm.
It's too nice. So it's getting closer. This is a time lapse. This is a time lapse, not unlike my Bro White drawing time lapse yesterday.
Which I loved, by the way. I thought that was cool, man.
Did
That
you?
was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Hello.
Oh, that's good. Is it Critias? Who's in, or is that Elliot?
No, that's Kanan.
Kanan. Okay, Kanan.
Ethan Van Sciver.
Ethan Van Sciver. We have
All
to
right, we've got
talk
the
about
whole
your
creative.
gatekeeping.
We've got the whole creative team behind Brand right now. You guys are kicking butt. Kanan, now this is something that you and I would do. We would sit down and we would draw this up. We would say, I think that this is what this scene should look like. This is what the backdrop should look like. And boom, we got all these people in yellow shirts putting it together for us.
No, what is this? What am I looking at?
So this is a lie. This was people lied and said this was a set from Star Wars Episode 9. It isn't from Star Wars Episode 9. This is this is actually from Pirates of the Caribbean, a 2011 movie, I think on Stranger Tides or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So the Mormons figured this out, Kanan. You missed that part. This is Deseret News, Salt Lake City.
Okay.
I said you can't fool the Mormons. Region Zen, thanks for $5. EVS, did you see your incident with a certain a-hole's b-hole on Twitter made it onto the South Park storyline last week? No, you're the second guy to tell me that.
Yeah, I need to watch it. I haven't caught up with South Park yet.
I would like to know more about that. Midnight Cherry TV can't leave them built due to legal issues, I'm sure. Legendary Star Wars actor Mark Hamill recently tweeted he won't spill any secrets about the upcoming film, even though he's been known to hint at reveals in the past. I mentioned my Star Wars opinions to myself, and what happens? It triggers an avalanche of questions about the next one, and all I can say is yes, I'm in it. Other than that, just consider it Episode 9 comment. Hamill wrote, partially in German. Lord Dankington says, stop appropriating my culture. He gives me £2. So one assumes that Lord Dankington is from the UK and he doesn't like you guys appropriating his accent.
My God.
Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
Sure.
No,
we weren't mocking him though. We were mocking the weirdness of
Of course, the the Andon family. The Andons.
The Andon family.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, that throw a little cold water on that. Nobody knows. Nobody's got information. Nobody knows what the set is going to look like for Star Wars Episode 9. All of these leaks are probably rubbish right now, and there have been a few that are kind of interesting, and I kind of hope they're true. Our friends over at MovieWeb hit us with a nice article this morning that I thought was pretty good. Of course, guys, I'm obsessed with Star Wars, and you guys might not be obsessed with Star Wars, but I am, and I have to talk about it.
You know what? I was actually like really into like what was going to happen when A lot of the pre-stuff before episode 8 hit. It was like, oh man, all the fan theories and everything was like cool, who's Ray's parents and all this stuff. And then episode 8 hit, and it was just kind of like,
It deflated you, huh?
yeah. I was like, man, it did nothing. I was just like, oh. So now I'm just kind of like, I have no idea what episode 9 is going to be about, and I have no idea what the story is. I mean, all the fan theories and stuff don't mean anything, and oh well, whatever.
Well, I'm still going to try to stay enthusiastic because I really do think they are going to scrape the bottom of the barrel in an interesting way. Tim Collins, $10. Perfect song for you to the tune of Yesterday by the Beatles. Trebuchet. I could load it 1,000 times a day. Flinging SJWs far away. Oh, I'm in love with Trebuchet. Let's sing that song. Let's find out if that's singable.
Yes. He said yesterday. Wow.
Mr. White, I do want to congratulate you on all the beautiful art you've been creating.
All right, Kanan, this is on you because you're the guy with the voice.
I don't know all the words. Thanks, Antonio.
If you look at the super chat that just came in, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
I just have the whatchamacallit open right now. I know if I don't know it, I know Antonio does.
Yesterday.
All right, here it goes. It would be like Trebuchet.
Yeah.
I could load it 1,000 times a day.
Oh.
Flinging SJWs far away. Oh,
Wow.
I'm in love with Trebuchet. All right, there you go. Thank you.
Suddenly.
we need a second verse, so we need another. We definitely need another bit of lines there, so you guys can work on that. Jason Green, thanks for $5. When you guys make the Comicsgate convention, I will not only shake but kiss Doug's hand. What can I say? I'm a rebel. Yes, you are, and you're not all that worried about your own health. Lord Dankington, £2 says, just joking. I love your terrible accents. Mark C, $5. EVS, that's the Fountain of Youth set from Pirates 4. I think I've only seen 2 Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and I just didn't care. I didn't get it. I felt the same way about the Hunger Games movies and also the Twilight movies. I saw all of the Twilight movies.
I actually like the last Twilight.
The last Twilight, something almost happens.
Yeah.
But almost happens. But astonishingly, I had to go there with my then wife. It was torture. And the thing that really bothered me about it is, I'm like, okay, I can't remember if it was the end of the second film or the third film. Suddenly the vampires and werewolves get mad at each other and they're going to fight. Now, these boys turn into the werewolves in Twilight in the movies are big, burly wolves. They're big dogs. Mm-hmm. And then the vampires are extremely effeminate and sparkly, but they're very powerful. And so they're about to fight. And you're like, yeah, the movie's finally going to do something. And then what's her face comes between them and goes, if you love me, you wouldn't fight at all. And then they walk away from each other. And that's the end of the movie. Are you kidding me? I was so pissed off. I threw my entire bucket of popcorn at the movie screen. I was so pissed off. I was like, no fight sequence. No fight sequence at all, evidently. No action. Nothing.
Now, was this the last one or the second to last? Because in the last one, they actually threw down. Like hardcore.
Second to last. Okay. The last one was the weird baby sequence. The whole thing was weird.
I mean, the whole story is weird, actually.
Yeah, it's like, God. Son of Nimrod, £5. Here's to Ethel Van Sinther, best frog-based artist of all time. Please don't donate this money to Mark Wade. Well, no promises there. Rezakai, thanks for $5. EVS, When you open a PO box, let me know so I can send you toys to review. The last few years, I've had some gems and turds. I would love to hear your opinion. Wow, that'd be fun. That'd be a good time. Wow, look at this. $25 from Mark Cromwell. Thank you. In service of God Emperor Trump, fantasy novelist Kenneth Cromwell has made The Time of Theragard free on Kindle. Only for today at Amazon.com. Please leave reviews. A paladin must stop a necromancer's zombie horde. That sounds cool. Go and download for free on Amazon Kindle, The Tomb of Theragard, Theragaard. And thank you, Mark Cromwell. Yeah, zombies versus paladins. That's
All right.
Johnny Dollar, Werewolf Cocktease is my new band name. Oh my god, dude, that's exactly what it was. Tim Collins, $5. Second verse. Suddenly, Roundhead Johnson is in front of me. Fling him all the way across the sea. Oh, Trebuchet, you set me free. Why?
Suddenly.
They had to sign Kathleen Kennedy on for 3 more years. I will never fucking know. She does everything wrong. She can bite my schlong. Oh, Trebuchet, I guess. I don't know. Good job. Thank you. Tony Clark, €2. They lost me a glittering vampire. I know.
Yeah.
Well, they lost me too, but talk to any girl about the Twilight books, like having sat through one of the movies, look at them and go, nothing happened in that movie. Literally nothing. There was no plot arc. Girl moves to town, meets vampire boy, obsesses with vampire boy. That is the plot of the whole movie, and then it ends.
My wife was definitely not a fan.
Your wife was not a fan.
No, she wasn't.
Oh,
Chicks
good.
love
She likes John Wick, so.
Oh, I love John Wick.
That's her movies. Action in action.
I love John Wick.
Well, Dear the Red Shirt says, did you miss my super chat at the very beginning? Oh, give me a second. Let me read this article. I'll go back and read all the super chats I missed. When I was speaking, I had my eyes closed. I was trying to concentrate on the British story. So I will go back and read super chats. Guys, lately my memory is awful. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm not eating. What makes your memory better? What kind of foods make your memory? It might be just not enough sleep. Because I can't recall names, and I'm having difficulty. Like, people are like, "Oh, you're going senile." I don't think I'm going senile, but I have to, like, I was sitting there going, "Okay, I've got to tell the story of these British people," and I closed my eyes and I was like, "Okay, go slow, do your best to tell the story in an organized way." And like lately, like that's something I got to really concentrate and focus. I guess I'm scattered and distracted. I've got so many things going on. It's hard. Tim Collins, thanks for $5. Third verse, please come one and all. It's your time to be fired today. Oh no, I forgot to mention it's into an oncoming train. That's right. Oncoming train. That is the worst way to get trebucheted. You get flung, and it's bad enough that you're
train.
Yeah, you're Kanan, you're flying really hard one way. And then a train is coming 90 miles an hour the other way, and it meets you head on. That is bad news.
Disintegrate. That's pretty much what happens.
Yeah, you would just go like that into a million pieces. All right, let me read this article here. We'll go back. I'll get those super chats. Star Wars 9 leak exposes the truth behind Kylo Ren, Darth Vader, and Sith ghosts. We have ourselves one heck of a new rumor regarding Star Wars 9 that involves Kylo Ren and one of the most important characters in the history of the franchise. First off, we must caution you that if you want to go into the movie clean as you can be next year, Doug, it's time to turn away. Also, as always with stuff like this, it needs to be regarded as rumor for the time being and shouldn't be taken as the word of law. That said, if there's any truth to this, it's pretty crucial. Warning, potential spoilers ahead for potential spoilers. This has to be. Is everybody getting their news from Mike Zero now?
Future Star Wars content.
Either they're either they're spoilers or they're not. The phrase potential spoilers means nothing. It means nothing. By the way, Star Wars composer John Williams hospitalized.
Oh,
Oh,
that's bad news. I'm a big fan of his.
me too. That's real news. That actually matters. Not like this. All right. According to an anonymous leaker in a new report, the upcoming finale to the new trilogy will see Kylo Ren coming face to face with none other than Darth Vader. How do you guys feel about that?
Interesting.
While it won't be in the flesh since Vader is long since dead, it's reportedly going to be in some sort of force-fueled nightmare sequence similar to what Rey experienced in The Force Awakens. And the movie will reportedly reveal the existence of Sith ghosts. Per this anonymous leaker, Mike Zero, here's how the scene plays out. A description of Kylo Ren inside a medical room. He's walking down a hallways when he hears someone screaming in pain. He walks into another room where he discovers Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, with his suit on but his mask off, pinned to a wall where heavy machinery is replacing his old mechanical legs and arms with new ones. Ben walks closer to the Darth Vader figure in pain and examines his burns before a piece of machinery swings behind Kylo that eventually puts on the mask of Darth Vader. Kylo Ren turns around and exits the room and wakes from his sleep in his chambers, almost mirroring the nightmare Anakin had in Revenge of the Sith. That's a lot to process. Did you guys understand that? Could you picture that going on, Kanan?
A little bit, yeah. I'm trying to remember we was talking about the Revenge of the Sith, unless it's like at the very end.
Yeah, I think he means the no.
No. That was slightly controversial, yes.
No.
That was weird. Yeah. So I like the idea of Darth Vader being in the movie in some way.
I guess I don't see the connection. I mean, I guess he just sees him and like, oh, I mean, but that's to me is kind of like, okay, you're not really saying anything unless he's supposed to take up the mantle as Vader, or he's supposed to be the Vader for today. I guess I don't know.
Well, what if Rey is Luke Skywalker's daughter, and he is about to marry Rey, and then become Darth Vader's grandson-in-law?
It's really interesting.
That would be important, right? Or no, it wouldn't be that important.
I actually would like if Rey became a Sith. She'd be the first Sith female on a film. So that'd be kind of cool.
Well, I saw a picture of her as a Sith warrior. She had a crack in her face.
See, that would be cool.
Rezakai says that'd be incest. Hold on. How would it? Oh my God. Yeah, of course. Because no.
Yeah, it would.
No, it would.
Well, sort of.
Ben
It's
Solo.
weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Related to Princess Leia. Yeah. How are they going to do that then?
That's what I said. It's interesting.
Maybe she's related to Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan has taught you well.
So you think that whole thing about her parents just being peasants and garbage was a cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna back out of that. That was Ryan. Ryan did his thing, and JJ doesn't like it, so he's probably gonna write around that.
See, and it was because of JJ Abrams that I was excited about episode 8. I was like, sweet, they're gonna tell all this stuff, and then you found out that he wasn't going to. It's like the other dude was like, screw everything he said. We're just gonna like try to find a way to kill off all the original cast and then move forward. Okay,
He should have done all 3 movies.
Well, it's easy to explain away. You can just say, "Oh, well, Kylo Ren was lying." When he said that's all you have to do. He was trying to cover for, and let's face it. I mean, it would echo other Star Wars movies. Look at Obi-Wan Kenobi lying to Luke Skywalker about who his father was. So people always lie about parents in Star Wars, and George Lucas has said over and over again that these movies are meant to rhyme. So they do repeat themselves thematically, and characters kind of behave the same way over and over again. I would not be surprised at all to learn that Kylo Ren, who is the movie's new Darth Vader, is lying to Rey. Look at the symmetry of this. Lying to Rey about her parent, who is actually Obi-Wan Kenobi, who originally lied to Luke lied to Luke about his father, who was Darth Vader. Wouldn't that be a switcheroo? Wouldn't that be weird?
Yes, it would.
Now, see, if that was the story, if all this is like legit and they kind of take it in that direction, then I would be on board again for episode 9, 10, or whatever they do in the future.
I am not on board with any of this. All of it sounds stupid. But you can kind of anticipate where they're going because Rian Johnson studied all of this minutia about Star Wars to make Episode 8. He really did. He was paying attention to a lot of stuff. He wanted to learn about what the Jedis could do theoretically. What Rian Johnson failed to pay attention to was the heart and soul of the movies and maybe what his audience would like to see after 30 years of absence away from these characters. He didn't pay any attention to that.
It showed.
He said, "Fuck you guys." It was actually 35 years. He said, "Fuck you guys. I'm going to do what I want." He said, "I'm going to do what I want." And that's what he did. He did what he wanted. And what he wanted was headache inducing. It was all headache inducing. Backcoat says, "I'm only here for the NPC bashing. Star Wars died with Jar Jar for this old man." Yeah, I know. Well, you know what? The NPCs are jumping all over us on Twitter right now, and they all talk the same. They all talk the same. They can't just say, "You know what? Fuck you." They all use this flowery, poetic language, full of. It's not. I shouldn't say poetic. It's just insulting. But it goes in all different directions, and it's just like, why are you guys like this? There really is kind of a defective machine spitting people like you out. I said the other day, I said, I don't know what it is about NPCs, but they all take photographs of themselves covering the lower half of their faces. And people said, I haven't noticed that. They said, show me proof. And I thought about it. I went, should I show proof? Because if I show proof, I'm going to be showing people's faces. No, fucking, I'm going to show proof. So I went in and I boom, here you go. Here's some examples. And then suddenly people went, oh yeah, I have noticed that. These NPCs, what they'll do is they'll hide the lower half of their face. Most of them are wearing like thick glasses, and then they'll look up so you can only see their eyes, and they'll do something weird with their eyebrows. They'll scowl and raise one eyebrow real high, and it's like, oh look, I can only see part of your face. You're hiding your weak chin.
I'm digging it. I'm here for all the, I'm gonna pop some popcorn and I'm gonna sit back and enjoy the show, brother.
Yeah. Ian Howe, wow, thank you for $49.99. Gee whiz. Thanks, Ian. He says, hey, Ethan, I have another exciting surgery next week. I just wanted to say thank you for helping me get through a difficult time and making me laugh every day. Wish me luck. Also, if I don't make it, I'd like to be buried with my wrench, please. Ian, take that wrench with you to the grave. I will not reassign your wrench should you not make it. That is a promise.
Or retire like a jersey.
Yeah, I'm retiring Ian's wrench. What is your surgery for? I hope it's something serious. That sucks. Surgery is no fun. Paragon 11/7/2000 says it would make more sense if she was Obi-Wan Kenobi's granddaughter and Luke's daughter. That way we can get a legitimate reason for her power. So Obi-Wan Kenobi's granddaughter and Luke's daughter. So Obi-Wan Kenobi, his daughter is Mara Jade, and then Luke married Mara Jade, and then they had Rey. Okay. I like that theory.
Oh yeah, it's hot.
That's pretty good. You're like, what do you mean that's hot? There's nothing hot about it. It's not sexy. We're just talking about genealogy here.
Antonio's mind is still at the sexy party, man.
Yeah, Antonio is thinking, did you just do a sexy party?
We did. It was a very strange sexy party yesterday. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was. I told an old story that it was not. Yeah.
Don't make me venture into this.
No, it's you don't want to know. It was.
Thanks.
But it's up. It's up.
Fizzfop says speedy recovery, Ian. I just went through surgery and I feel your pain. Yeah, Ian, we'll be praying for you. And again, I mean, I hope it's not anything. I hope it's something easy. I hope it's something simple. Everyone, thoughts and prayers for Ian as he goes into surgery. I'm going to start doing what I do on the High Council. And on the High Council, I read Joel Osteen tweets, but I replace the word God with Jeremy. I'm going to do that now, but I'm going to replace the word God with Antonio. All right, are you ready, Antonio, to bless these people? SeedFan85, is the current season of Arrow following any canonical content? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't watch that show. I watched The Flash for a little while. It just, it got silly for me. The first episode, I saw the premiere. I saw the pilot of Arrow at Jeff John's house. He's like, I want to show you something. He showed me the pilot. I was like, oh yeah, that was okay. It's something that I want to watch every week. I don't know, the superhero movies or superhero TV shows I'm just not interested in. Zebulon Pike, Kenobi hooked up with the Mandalorian chick in CW. Oh, is that right? Clone Wars.
Yeah. There was a Mandalorian, like she was a princess or something, and he was in love with her. And then, but he's a Jedi, so he can't be with her. But they were clearly.
But did they impregnate? Did they cross that line?
It didn't show it on the thing, but it had pretty much kind of hinted that they had a kind of stormy romance. And I kind of hope they would put them back together in some like maybe on some of these solo Obi-Wan movies that they've talked about. I was hoping maybe he would like track down a lost love or something, but I don't know.
You gotta remember too, man. He was on Tatooine for a good minute. So
yeah, he was. I want those movies told. I want that story told.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of, I want to say, put aside the Jedi credo, but he kind of like, it almost became a gray.
Yeah.
So you never know.
These are all stories that could be told by just halfway creative people at Lucasfilm. You don't have to. The idea of building out from Star Wars, all right, just settle down with that. I don't trust you people. But if you want to tell the story of Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi, on Tatooine, between episodes 3 and 4, I'm up for that. I'll take that on. Here's Ian Howe with the super chat. He says, I had to have my colon removed because of ulcerative colitis and cancer. Oh, Ian. Now they have to put my insides back together like the $6 million Ian. Yeah, Ian, God bless you, brother. Hang in there.
Wow.
And I hope they do make you stronger and better. We can fix Ian. What's the opening to $6 million?
Right? We can build him.
They can make it better. Yeah. Well, at least you didn't have to crash your airplane into the ground at 6 million miles an hour, whatever that was. Why did they always do that? They did it with him, then they did it with a woman, and they were going to do the $6 million dog. Did you know that?
Oh yeah,
stupid.
It was like Lindsay Wagner's pet or something.
Yeah, don't stop smashing people and dogs into the ground at 6 million miles an hour. There's an answer to your problem. You don't want to spend $6 million on fixing a person? Stop smashing them into the ground. For God's sake.
Was he a test pilot or something?
Yeah. It's just not necessary. I'm more into the Greatest American Hero. He smashed.
That show was awesome.
Oh yeah,
it was.
They need to bring that back. Actually, I love that show.
Well, they tried to with a woman.
Yeah, not soy, not soy of Greatest American Hero. I need
that was the earliest example of I don't know, gender swapping. It's on the DVD set. I have the DVD set. They only made the pilot and it bombed out so bad it never aired and they never made another one. I'm gonna watch the Greatest American Whammon. And I'm going to do a review of it.
They actually showed that pilot episode on FX in the early days of when FX used to actually show, like, they were kind of like a knockoff of TV Land in the beginning, and they would show like Fantasy Island, Love Boat. They would just show a bunch of these older shows, all the Batman and Green Hornets, and that's what you would see on FX when they first launched. And then they showed Greatest American Hero, and they showed that pilot for the new version of it, where I know what's the guy, the original Greatest American Hero ended up hosting Saturday Night Live. That's the beginning of it. And then somehow the aliens made everybody on Earth forget that he had been the greatest American hero. And then the suit was passed on to the woman. I saw the pilot; they aired it.
Wow. That sounds great. Yeah.
Same FBI agent guy though is handling her that handled the other guy. So yeah, I was like, yeah, it was okay. I would have watched it. It was okay.
Junior Ruiz wants to remind everyone only 4 days to back Gusto early to rise on Indiegogo. So go support Junior in his attempt at raising money for his comic book. Paragon, $2. Duchess Satine died. He wouldn't be able to.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. Rest in peace, girl.
Yeah. Meanwhile, James Karen, by the way, on the same article, Poltergeist Return of the Living Dead actor dies at 94. Fortunately, I did get him to sign my. I didn't kill him. You know what? Just because people sign my DVDs doesn't mean they die.
You do have the kiss of death, baby. I will say that.
Is it the Madden curse, Antonio?
Yeah. It's ruined everybody from Mike Vick to Vince Young. It's like show up on the Madden cover.
I'm not responsible for that, you know. He signed my Return to the Living Dead 1 and 2 and my Poltergeist. And he said he signed it, "You forgot to move the headstones," James Karen. I was like, oh, that's nice. I was like, he's dead now. Rest in peace. Very good. Fan Advocacy Network. Antonio's the $50,000 man. Congrats.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. David Cook, $5. They made a book about Obi-Wan Kenobi recently. It's a little what happened to him. I would recommend it. It's a good book. Who wrote it though? It's not, as long as it's not Chuck Wendig. Honestly,
such a hard person.
He's hard to love. There are a few people in this world that are hard to love. Antonio is not looking for the ideal you, the pretend you, the future you. Antonio's looking for the real you. Be real. That's the kind of people Antonio promotes, and there's power in vulnerability. Wamen. Let me do one more. There's freedom when you can come to Antonio honest and open, knowing that Antonio doesn't judge you. Antonio doesn't condemn you. He's not finding fault. He has mercy for every mistake, grace for every weakness, and weird for every fear. God bless Antonio.
Is that true, Antonio? Is it true?
Antonio? You thought we were going away, didn't you, Antonio? Well, I've got news for you.
I like how they're bullies. I mean, they are bullies. They're just like, oh, you thought we were going to stop, huh? No, we're going to continue to torture you and make these horrible videos. And it's like,
actually, I almost wanted to respond, man. That ain't my thing, but I was like, man, these mugs about to get me out of character.
Yeah, it's a scam though. It's a scam. Yeah. B Dad says, Ethan, we need to talk about the conspiracy that Cory Booker is sent mail. Oh, and it was a bomb, but him getting the mail thing is not believable at all. I don't know about that. I heard somebody was talking about Cory Booker, who's I think he's a senator here in New Jersey, up in North Jersey. And Cory Booker, when he first came out, it's like he's a movie. When he first came out, he was like a superhero. He ran into a burning building and rescued a woman, pulled her out. Like, you know, he's black. He's kind of handsome. You know, everybody's like, Cory Booker is going to be president one day. And I was like, yeah, I actually wrote him a note. And one time I wrote him an email and said, yeah, I wouldn't mind you being president. I think you're a good guy. I'm a Republican, and you're a Democrat. But yeah, I think you'd be a good president. Some weird stuff is happening with him. He's being accused of sexual assault. He's married, and he tried to force some dude to blow him in a mental room. So, yeah. B Dad says he molested a gay dude in the bathroom. Yeah, he pushed him down. tried to make some sexy time happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he's going to be president. I don't think he's going to be president now. You know, that's the thing. Yeah, but who knows? In this day and age, who knows?
In the world we live in.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that is this. I'm telling you, that's like kind of an October surprise for Cory Booker. You know, right before the election. But yeah, David Cook says the book is by John Jackson Miller, so no Chuck Head. That's good news. All right, it's an Obi-Wan Kenobi book by John Jackson Miller. That's probably readable.
I actually wouldn't mind seeing old Republic stuff make it to film.
That's what I've been waiting
That's
on.
what everyone's
film
saying.
or television. Yeah, I was like, dude, y'all sitting on a couple $100 million worth of ideas right there, and you're not developing them.
Just give me a movie about Revan, and I'm good.
Oh man, a whole trilogy like that. I'm
Yeah,
telling
man.
you talking $1 billion movies all over. I'm like, man, if they did it like they did the video games and the books, man, people would be lined up.
They're saying breaking news. Somebody just said breaking news. They caught the bomber.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm seeing something.
Yeah. All right. So in case you're not following this story, certain politicians, public figures on the left, Democrats, have been receiving mail bombs or something that looks like mail bombs. Now, the way that they're describing these is very strange because it doesn't seem like anything the post office would actually deliver. All right.
Really?
So why would the post office deliver these things? There's a fuse, an envelope with a fuse in it. Yeah, we're gonna deliver that. Absolutely. It's like Wile E. Coyote, super genius. All right, let's look at this here. And this is different from, I hope you guys don't mind. This is kind of the news here. Suspect in custody in Florida in wave of parcel bombs. Federal authorities arrested a person on Friday in connection with at least a dozen parcel bombs sent out this week to Democratic politicians and high-profile critics of U.S. President Donald Trump. The U.S. Justice Department said the person was taken into custody in the Miami area. A U.S. law enforcement official said the investigation into this week's wave of suspicious packages focused on southern Florida and a mail sorting facility in the area. The U.S. Justice Department will hold a news conference at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I guess. Is that EDT? Eastern, whatever. What is EDT? Oh, is that
Eastern Daylight Time?
Yeah, Eastern Daylight Time. Yeah, that makes sense. Whatever time it is here. A department spokeswoman said, citing an unnamed source, cable news network MSNBC. Said the suspect was a man in his 50s. DCV Titan, thanks for $5. That guy should be fine. He only tried to make a man do something he didn't want. It's not like he grabbed willing women by the pussy. That's right, DCV Titan. We're talking about Cory Booker there. This man is not going to be fine. This man will probably be drawn and quartered. And I don't mean on Mike Miller's show, even though that's pretty horrible. No, I mean drawn and quartered, like what they do, Kanan.
Yeah, I know what drawn and quartered is.
You want to tell them what it is?
It is, well, probably there's different ways, but the one that I remember, they actually would tie the individual and bind him by his arms and legs and wrap him, kind of have his body contour either a stone or some type of round object, and then they would actually proceed to gut him, and then they would pull his intestines out and let them hang, and they would actually die from dehydration and blood loss altogether. So yeah, that was not a way to go.
Wrong. That's not what it is.
It isn't?
No, it's when I have 4 horses and I tie each one of your limbs to a horse. So your arm's tied to a horse, your leg is tied to a horse, your other leg is tied to another horse, your other arm is tied to another horse, and then I whip the horses.
Oh, and pull them apart? I thought that was something else.
Yeah, that's drawn and quartered. 4 horses, 4 different directions. It's pretty fucked up. It's not nice. It's not nice.
Well, I mean, you got 4 horses. Does that mean Ric Flair is there?
Woo!
Woo!
I'd be like this, honestly, like I'd flex. I'd be like, "Rrr," and the horses wouldn't be able to move. They'd be digging in, and I'd be like, "Rrr," like totally. You'd see veins popping out on my neck, and finally, I'd fling the horses over my head like that. No,
Yeah, probably not.
Peter Rabbit.
Well, it'd be something that would happen after you died, and to your mind, you think you really did it, but in truth, you actually got pulled apart, and you're like, oh,
that would be my peaceful dream as my brain went to sleep. Peter Rarebit, $5. Hey, remember on the 60s Batman movie when Batman was trying to get rid of the bomb? Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Yeah, it's true. All right, let's find out about this here. Unnamed source, MSNBC, suspect said it was a man in his 50s. CNN said the arrest was made in Plantation, a city near Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I hope there aren't too many black people living there. I think that'd be weird to be like, yeah, I live in Plantation. A little racist name of a town there. Reuters could not immediately confirm these reports. No one claimed responsibility for parcel bombs, which were denounced by authorities as terrorism and came less than 2 weeks ahead of U.S. congressional elections that could alter the balance of power in Washington. This is absolutely vital, this election, guys.
Well,
it is vital. Well, I don't know. Is it vital? It's vital to me, my amusement. I don't know if it's really that vital.
Well, that's important as well.
Yeah.
I was talking to my wife. I said if and definitely don't want it to happen, but if something was going to happen to this country, this will be a prime time to do it because there's so much dissension and splitting and fighting and all that crazy stuff, man. It'd be the prime opportunity for somebody to do something crazy. So
yeah,
I'm not
I don't know why
this stuff happened.
I don't understand the point of sending bombs to people who are out of power. That makes no sense to me at all. I don't get that.
Making a statement.
Yeah, high profile targets.
Yep.
Like to what? Shut your mouth? I mean,
no, just like we have the control. We can do, just because the people they supposedly, centered are people that had a major influence in some way. And I think, that's like trying to show that you don't have as much power as you think you have, or that's what it's like, a power play. You know what I'm saying? Just intimidation factor, stuff that people try to do. Another form of bullying, man, except this, they're attacking people's lives, of course. So that's just what it seems like to me.
Bullying. Paragon, thanks for $10. If they wanted strong female characters, Nomi Sunrider is a far better character than Rey. Plus, Exar Kun and Ulic Quaidroma would have been made much better villains than Kylo and Snoke. I'm glad my name's not Ulic.
Ulic Van Scott.
Yeah. What if your name was like Ulic Myanus? That would be like, or Ulic Uranus. Ulic Uranus would be better. That would be a pretty good villain name. His name is Ulic Uranus.
It's so bad.
But he's from Saturn. King KDI, thanks for £5. If it's shown that this man is a liberal, much like the YouTube shooter, the news will quietly and quickly disappear. How could? Well, I mean, it could be. I guess I remember. I remember watching the stupid Turks, the Young Turks, after the election, and they were all saying stuff like, "Oh, we're at war with the Democrats. We have to clear these guys out so that we can make room for a new party of radicals, presumably." I don't know. I feel like the Democrat Party's radical enough. Could be, but look, it's in Florida. That's a toss-up politically. Who knows? Obviously, it just kind of goes to, one assumes that if this guy is guilty, if this is a guy who did it, he is probably far right-wing. Very far right-wing. This takes balls to do something stupid like this. No one claimed responsibility for parcel bombs, which were denounced by authorities as terror. That's good that you denounce parcel bombs. Denounced. Don't do that. As terrorism, and came less than 2 weeks ahead of U.S. congressional elections that could alter the balance of power in Washington. Police found 2 of the suspicious packages on Friday, addressed to U.S. Senator Cory Booker and James Clapper, the former U.S. Director of National Intelligence, officials said. Oh, so that's what that joke was about, Cory Booker trying to get mail. I got it. Get it?
Mm.
They
couldn't
stole
keep.
that from Eminem.
But he did get mail. He didn't get mail, but he got mail. James Clapper. All right. The 11th package was addressed to Booker, a Democratic senator from New Jersey, upstate though, not down where I am, and was discovered at a mail sorting facility in Florida. 12th package was addressed to Clapper at cable news network CNN. Why are these people just trying to take out? This is why it seems weird to me. Like, you're taking out Cory Booker right after this. That's going to rescue him from a current political crisis. James Clapper is a clown at CNN. He's a total clown at CNN. Why in the world would you want to eliminate him? Why would you want to eliminate Clapper and Cory Booker? Their careers are over, essentially. What is that? That's weird.
And maybe that's not enough for them, you know. Maybe they want them to be gone completely.
That's
know.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
nobody cares. They just want him out of power. Like, as soon as Al Franken stepped down, nobody's thought about him since.
Yeah.
11th package. All right. So is that it? Is there a picture yet?
Oh, the package?
No, of the suspect.
Mm.
People are going to want to see what he looks like, obviously. And you know why? They're going to want to see if he's some like white hillbilly. They need him to be white, and he needs to be, big Trump supporter. And he could be, he absolutely could be. 12 packages.
That's a lot.
Are they actually? They're not reaching the people there, though. I mean, they get caught in the post office, right? I mean,
They actually sent one to De Niro too.
Yeah, it's odd. Why? Why De Niro? He's a far lefty, but yeah, it's just odd. Cormoran says, so the bomber is a Florida man, worst superhero ever. Shannon McDaniel says, I just put my ballot in the mail, brown and red wave. Well, I don't know. I mean, look, you want to talk about what's going to happen. Look, here's Nate Silver. Nate Silver says 6 and 7 chance. Democrats win control of the House. 84.5%. 1 in 7% chance that Republicans keep control. So that is those are not good odds. Of course, the odds looked even worse for Trump in 2016, but I don't know. I still yeah.
It'd be interesting.
It is going to be interesting indeed. We will see. But anyway, I'm glad they caught the bomber, and I hope that
hopefully he's the only one.
Yeah, I hope it's him. I hope they got the guy. It's still kind of a possibility that this dude is not the dude.
Or he's working in tandem.
Yeah, he could be working in tandem. Nate Silver also said that Trump had no more than a 25% chance of winning. That is true. Justin McClure says fake and retarded desperation. Well, what aspect is fake? Who's who list of people Republicans love to hate. Yeah, I again, this is interesting to me. I can't believe this happened. It does seem to benefit Democrats. I don't understand why anyone who is right leaning wants to hurt the Democrat Party right now or hand them this kind of an opportunity. But then again, crazy people are crazy, so you never know.
Yep,
that's the way it is. All right, let me read some of these super chats here that I promised to read. Stop sharing. What do you think, guys?
Well,
are you bored as hell? Or both of you are working and you're not even paying attention?
No, I'm listening. I was just letting you do your thing, brother.
Yeah.
But
I'm working in the background, just drawing my picture here. That's on the screen.
Geek Out Loud says it could be a nut job Vox Day fan. That's true. It could be Vox Day himself. You never know. It could be Vox Day. It's not. I'm not saying it's Vox Day.
It's extreme enough.
Yeah, but he's also litigious and he'll sue me for that. So it's not. I'm not saying that. Let's see. How's your frog doing? Dear the Red Shirt wants to know about an eBay commission, an Orange Lantern Galactus. Wow, I owe an Orange Lantern Galactus. Please let me know. Go send me a message, and let me straighten that out. I don't remember an Orange Lantern Galactus, so let me fix that for you. Let's see. Kids Table listen was great. I would love to, or the Kids Table. So here's the whole thing. Narwhal decided that Comicsgate was getting too big for me to handle on my own. Kanan.
Okay.
Too big for me to handle on my own. It's just there are a lot of people, and only one person other than me is doing Comicsgate shows, and that's John Malin. And when he does his Comicsgate, what's his show called? Comicsgate Presents.
Yeah.
He only has one person on there. He only gets one dude. I get like 10 dudes in, but it's just not enough. I still get angry British people who feel like neglected. I'm not doing my job.
Because you're gatekeeping, Ethan.
I am gatekeeping. They're like, way to admit that you're gatekeeping. I am gatekeeping. I'm gatekeeping my show.
You should have that Alfred Hitchcock breathing effect.
No, the best part was when they were talking about, you had kind of made a joke like, hey, maybe I should just start like taking 2%. And they were like, it's nice of you to admit that you're going to start taking these people's money.
I heard them say that. I was joking, ladies and gentlemen. I was just kidding. Dear the Red Shirt says, thanks, I'll tell him. Great show. Thank you, dear. Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm not taking anyone's money. The only way I would take people's money is if I owned the crowdfunding site, which I'm thinking about doing. That seems like I'd make some pretty good money that way.
I'd be down.
Yeah, and everybody would be safe.
You mean start your own, or?
Yeah, build a crowdfunding site. I mean, look, what percentage do you think of people who are funding our projects are just people who stumble across them while surfing? I mean, 0%, I would say, close to 0%. Almost all, 100% of the people who go to Indiegogo to back our projects are people that hear about us directly through us on YouTube. So in that case, Indiegogo is basically just collecting money for us and taking 5% of it. Why shouldn't we do that ourselves?
Like I said, I'm down for it. I know Doug said he was down. We're down. You just got to have a stable platform, brother.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, look, most of Comicsgate, some of what Comicsgate is kind of about, and what I've said is that we need to eliminate people in between us and the customer, because those people become targets, and even Indiegogo will become a target when these radicals decide to train their sights on them. I don't want to have to live like that. So I would just make everything my own, and then we'd all crowdfund there, and then I would take the 5%. Thank you. Thank you for 5%. Let me see here. Scrolling down. I'm falling asleep. I should probably let me finish it. I probably need to get a nap, but let me just finish and make sure that I got most of these.
I think your hours are my hours, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Narwhal, by the way, started up what he's calling the Kids Table, Comicsgate Kids Table, which is just kind of the younger guys, the guys who are less well established, and they are they're going to be on this show, on this little Kids Table show. They'll get more attention. So build up the more independent or the newer comics creators on a whole separate channel. I think that's awesome. Very, very cool. And you're going to hear some fresh ideas and some pretty neat thoughts from people who are not jaded by the way the industry has become a mess. Doug Garrett says, I had a seat at the kids' table. We didn't have pie. Oh, that's sad, Doug. Anthony Scott, look at the pictures of the bombs. They have timing devices and in some instances fuses. You're not going to mail a timer or light the fuse yourself. That's right. It sounds like baloney to me. Can I just say that? This sounds like a whole big wad of baloney.
Like they aren't really functional. They're just kind of like there to intimidate.
It seems like somebody is having these sent to themselves.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think it's the guy that they caught, man. I think to deliver 12 bombs in such a short amount of time, man. I mean, unless you just dipping on your vehicle, I mean that's pretty pretty difficult to pull it off by yourself.
You can't mail a bomb. And then it's like, they have timing devices and fuses. The mailman will get caught at the post office.
Yeah, it'll get flagged.
You can trust the government to not deliver you something that is overtly a bomb. They're not going to do that. And that makes this very, very peculiar. And then just the whole idea of sending bombs to people who need their political careers rescued is also very weird. Very, very peculiar. The Valley Yard says, "Hey guys, just want to say vote Republican if you don't want lawlessness in our great nation. Red Wave needs your help to stop the mobs." I'm gonna vote.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote.
You know, I mean, it's a big deal. I'll definitely vote. Where did I miss? Somebody said I missed a super chat. I don't see it.
So
Give me
you
a minute, guys.
Do you think this was something staged by another? I guess since it's the whole fight between Democrat and Republic, you think it's something that was staged to try to garner more attention or something?
Yeah, I
know you didn't say that, but you're kind of alluding to.
It certainly does feel that way to me. I don't know. It seems really, really weird. My spider sense is tingling because it just doesn't make
That's awesome.
I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand why. Okay, are there any threats on the Democrat Party right now? Any people that we're particularly worried about taking control? No, there aren't. And I don't know why anybody would do this unless they were really stupid and not exactly politically astute enough to realize that doing something like this is going to hand the Democrat Party the victim card, which they play very, very well. You don't want them to be victims, so you don't do things like this to them. They do stuff like this to us generally. So it does sound. Well, it sounds peculiar. I wait for more evidence. I don't know. It could be all real, but it sounds too
convenient.
Yeah, thank you. Convenient. A little convenient. Yeah, Dr. Mayhem, thanks for $5. How about a digital store similar to Comixology where you can buy and read Comicsgate books? Yeah, I think yeah, we're headed in that direction, definitely. Krista Joe, thanks for $4.99. Even if episode 9 is successful plot-wise, Disney needs to address the constant mistreatment towards the fandom by Lucasfilm and the media to win us back. Krista, that's all part of the same problem that Comicsgate is fighting right now. It's just the loonies. It's not Disney that's mistreating them. Disney hired a bunch of social justice warriors, and those social justice warriors are everywhere in culture right now, and they are mistreating people, and nobody knows what to do about it. Nobody knows how to fire these people. That's why I say don't hire them. Simple, don't hire them. Down Forward Punch says the interesting thing is none of the fake bombs were sent to progressive SJW types, just the establishment Dems. It could have been an SJW loon. Yeah. James Trammell, some of the bombs didn't even have enough postage. Down Forward Punch, politicians don't even open their own mail, so the bomb never would have made it to them. Also, bomb experts reviewed the photos of the bombs and said they were fake. Yeah. Oh, here's the Down Forward Punch says Bro White Indiegogo comic when.
Bro White.
Yeah, did you? Oh yeah, you would like Bro White.
You did that pretty quick too, man. That was cool.
Yeah, it was fun. Well, I mean, as I said, I don't think he deserves his own comic book. I think he deserves to be a short story in a larger comic book. And I can picture doing something called Chauvinist Fairy Tales.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and doing like Bro White, taking all the female princesses redundant, all of the princess characters from Disney, and then rebranding them as men, as toxically masculine men. And then making the women kind of silly, or it'd be for the He-Man Women Haters Club. It would be a big joke, big satire, and I could picture doing it. It'd have to be later. I'd probably hire various Comicsgate artists to work on it with me.
Be like an anthology.
Yeah. Like something like I would want to make it look like a storybook that you would read your children, but clearly that would be why it's funny because you shouldn't read that to your children. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you should. Depends on what we do. But yeah. James Dean, creator of Conflict, says, "Yo, E, are we making any of those shirts for Zach?" Yeah. Did you get my message? I haven't looked back, but did you get my message saying everybody wants a shirt that says "I back Zach"? Like it needs to say "I back Zach." So yeah, I think everybody does want to make those shirts. With that, I'm gonna go to sleep, guys. I'm really sleepy.
Get some rest, man.
Yeah, I'm drowsy as I sit here. Great talking to all of you. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
As usual. Antonio, even though you're quiet today.
I was doing my British accent. I don't know what to do.
You have to weigh in on things. You have to say, "Wow, I think," you have to say, "Ethan, I think that's bullshit." And here's why.
Well, that's bullshit, Ethan.
Thank you. That's all I want. Peter Rarebit says Comicsgate Kids Table is a great idea. We need to foster a new generation of non-PC creators as Legacy Comics finalize their self-destruction. Amen. Amen. We got to survive this lawsuit, which is going to be crazy. They are planning all kinds of awful things for Comicsgate. I know it. And, we got to just kind of get through it, I guess. GRP Paul says, "Hail Caesar, may the Centurions forever ride with you." Yes, please. I want you guys to forever ride with me. And that includes Kanan and Antonio. Thanks, guys. And I'll be on later tonight with another live stream.
Cool.
All right?
Cool.
All right. Bye, everyone.